Hey guys, thank you for allowing me to be in your space. If you're new here, I want to introduce myself, and if you've been here before, this is going to be new for you too because I've never introduced myself in this way before. My name is Ari, and I am the type of content creator. I don't even know if this is a type of content creator, but I'm the type of content creator that just shows up, turns the camera on. Sometimes I have a little bit of a plan of what I'm gonna do, but I'm just here. And my purpose with that and my idea of how that's gonna reflect back to you is that it will show you that you are enough as you are, that you can show up in any space at any time. If it's for the highest good, if it feels good to you, if you're not hurting anyone, be yourself. And I'm kind of pausing because I am pausing because sometimes us expressing ourselves does hurt people. Maybe not physically, but maybe we share a poem and that poem reminds someone of the way they were treated in a relationship in the past, and it puts them into pain. And it's hard learning how to express yourself as someone that wants to experience a world of peace and harmony, because how scary is it to realize that you yourself have been the cause of unharmonious interactions with people, and you've been involved in fights and situations that you stuffed out of your memory are now coming up. And this is me just speaking from my experience. I had an experience, this is gonna be a lot. I'm just slowing down because what I want to do is, what do I want in this moment? Like, I almost spoke into existence what I don't want. What do I want? I want to give you life in this moment. I want to remind you that you're enough as you are. I want to read this piece of writing that I wrote. I want to tell you what I just did. I'm going to start with what I just did because it kind of relates to what I almost said. I'm learning how to have a filter because most of the time I just talk. But when I slow down, I can actually hear my inner voice, and I really enjoy what it sounds like and the experience itself of actually listening to myself before I let my mouth just run. I don't know if you can relate to this or not, but it's so nice to listen to myself and hear myself, give myself the space that I wanted. Like, I turned on this camera, I decided I'm worthy of being heard. I have more subscribers than I ever wanted or needed, and so I'm really grateful that you guys are even here. This has been so healing for me and so helpful to me. I can just be. I can just be. Nothing's expected of me. I can be all that I am in this moment. And lately, I have been pulling myself away purposely, intentionally, thoughtfully, joyfully, away from a version of myself that I want to be. Because what about the version of myself that I am right now? She's more than enough. Look at her. Look at her. Look at him. Look at who you are right now. Who you are right now is a breathing, living, thriving being. You are thriving in this moment. If you can take a breath, you're so cool. You must be some kind of amazing being, because being a human is amazing. And I want unity between us, between all of us, so that we can come together and celebrate how cool it is that we have a planet that we have dominion over. There's a legend, many legends, that attempt to explain how it is that humanity came to be and how we were given dominion over this planet by something called God, and that's beautiful. I'm not really here to talk about spiritual beliefs right now, but what I want to focus on is what we can all see and what we can all agree on. And we can all agree that I'm a living, breathing human, you're a living, breathing human, and we have dominion over this earth. This earth wasn't given to a certain type of person. This earth wasn't given to any one human. We all are meant to be caring for it. We all are meant to be looking within our own hearts and souls, because our heart is a compass that guides us through this beautiful earthly experience. And we're here to come together and enjoy that. I have a piece of writing here that discusses that and that I just read a few moments ago. I'm working on a book right now. The title has been changing a lot and the contents are very solid though. It's pieces of writing from a couple years in my life. And another thing, before I read the piece of writing, another thing I wanted to share. I want this to be clear. And these are facts from my life, from my experience, because I want to talk about what I know more often. It's so fun to come on here and talk philosophy and talk spirituality. All of that is coming from feeling and coming from inner experience that is much more difficult to have facts around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can say God spoke to me, but that's so difficult to know, like, who God is. And that's like a whole other doorway of conversation. But anyways, these are some facts from my experience. I've got this piece of writing here and it's awesome. And it's from the year 2023. It's from May 16th, 2023. I started writing pieces of writing like this, similar to this. Inspirational, beautiful, amazing things just flowing out of me, my hands typing, my hands grabbing pens and pencils, writing as much as I could whenever I could. 2017 is when that happened. If you look at my YouTube channel, it was created in 2020. If you look at my earliest YouTube video, I don't think I have any of my videos from 2020 available for you to see. I'm struggling with the fear of being seen. I'm struggling with believing that I'm not going to be completely brutally judged for sharing what I actually think. And I know a lot of that comes from experiences I've had in the past, but a lot of what I do now is try my best to come into the present moment, and I try my best to focus on my own perception. And I know that sounds egotistical, because if I'm only focused on what I think of myself, then can I become a narcissist? Blah, blah, blah. I know it's scary. I don't want to be a narcissist. I don't want to be someone that's considered egotistical or overly in love with themselves to a point that it's annoying. But I also want to be able to build a career doing what I love on this earth. And I don't even necessarily want this to be a career, because I want this to turn into a pathway that leads into an earth where we get to share our passions freely, and we don't have to worry about paying for the places we live and paying for the food that we eat and paying for all these things over and over and over again until we die and realize that life on earth had so much potential and we didn't seize all of it because we let people lead our lives into places we didn't want them to be. So I want to write and I want to speak and I want to share my heart, and I'm working on it. And I don't think it's normal that I wasn't able to take a piece of writing and just read it for the camera right away in 2017. I just don't think it's normal. I think that there's something horribly wrong with the way that children are taught to see the world, and I think that there are many opportunities for change and improvement, and I'm here to be a part of that. I'm here to be as present to it as I possibly can. I'm managing my own healing and working to be able to support others in any way that I can, and just do what I can with the energy that I'm given, with the resources that I have, because I have a lot of hope for this planet. I have a lot of vision for this planet, and I'm not giving up. This is called Highway to Heaven, and I'm very grateful that I can read this for you today. Why are we trying to get there when it's here? It doesn't look like heaven, you might say. Why are you looking at it that way? What if we were the creators of heaven, working through chaos, madness, and fear to return to it, the place from which we began, the place that truly feels like home? What if the only thing stopping us from experiencing heaven on earth is the thought that we couldn't possibly have heaven on earth? What if we started seeing heaven here, now, right now? What if things weren't good or bad? What if every moment, every place, every person just was? Could it be true that we are the creators? That we are the saviors we pray to and for? And I'm sure you have comments for that. Feel free to share them. I read all the comments and I try my best to take them all in and reflect on what I'm creating and what I'm doing here with the expression that I have the opportunity to share. I haven't seen this in a while. I don't know when the last time I saw this was, but just looking at it and reading it, I was inspired to connect with someone that feels like heaven is here and feels like it's an illusion to try to get somewhere that's so perfect and so wonderful when we have the potential to have that here. And I wondered, what if those of us that believe in a heaven and can see a heaven and can feel a heaven, what if we have this vision of this place and maybe it seems so far away from the way that earth is that those of us that have seen it made it this place that we go after we die, but maybe we were wrong in doing that because maybe it's a place that we're meant to create as we're living. Maybe it's a place that can be the place we live right now as we're humans. And there are so many ideas that oppose this, and I think when I said, what if the only thing stopping us from experiencing heaven on earth is the thought that we couldn't possibly have it? I wanted to address all those ideas and say, what if that's one of the main conflicts that's preventing joy and happiness from existing in greater amplitudes and greater amounts of people having those experiences? Maybe we just don't believe it. Maybe we just don't think it's possible. Maybe we don't give enough time to our vision. I think we all have one. This vision of ourselves having everything that we want and doing everything that we want. Maybe that can come to us slowly. It doesn't have to be a difficult journey. Maybe it's just taking one moment to say to ourselves, heaven on earth is here, or I can start seeing this differently, or I see myself differently. I see a light in myself. I see vitality. I feel love, and just noticing the goodness that can be in these moments that we have this life, and realizing it doesn't mean that these things that were painful and wrong didn't happen, but maybe it means that our vision is so great and our faith in our ability to create a nirvana-like experience on earth is so strong and powerful, and we have so much conviction in that those pains and those wrongings, they just feel so small and so far away and so pointless to place any of our precious energy and focus on as we move into this healing. And please take everything I say with discernment. If you feel like there's some kind of pain or wrong or hurt that's even in this moment now that you need to give attention to, you have the right to give your attention and your awareness to whatever you need to. And I understand that this this might resonate really greatly, actually. Like, I'm just gonna start focusing on the good of things. This might resonate with a lot of people, and this might inspire a lot of people, and that's the first time I believe something good about my writing, really. This might do something good, and that's why it's on my YouTube page. The chance that expressing myself, existing, choosing to say what feels good to say, maybe my judgment is good, maybe I have a good idea of what I can do next, maybe I have the right to choose that, maybe I can make my life into something wonderful. And I believe that you certainly can too. You can make your life wonderful. You can make your life beautiful. You're not alone. We're all here doing the work together, and I'll be here for my entire life doing work like this, doing work for this, holding this vision of an earth where every single person knows the truth of a feeling so pure, so big, and so expansive. The feeling of everything is all right now, and I know that it's going to be all right in the future. Everything's really good right now, and I know that it's going to be really good in the future. I feel loved, I feel appreciated, all those feelings. Humanity being in that vibration collectively. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm moving towards. And I might not be as passionate about it in some moments, because right now I'm feeling a lot of passion. Right now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to show up and I have to share my writing, and it's good, and I know that it's good. And in times where I might lose that energy, I want to offer myself a mantra to say, I will make heaven on this earth. I will not stop until I see heaven on this earth. I will not stop until I see heaven on this earth. And you might say, all I'm doing is making a video. And I'm gonna say, I'm making a video. Yeah, thank you for noticing. All I'm doing is saying what's on my mind. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just showing up and saying what's on my mind. And somehow, every time I do that, people prosper. Every time I do that, people feel loved. Every time I do that, people feel joy. So of course I'm gonna be showing up. And you're gonna see me here. And I hope that that's something that you're excited about. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry if I addressed you like you were a hater. I just have so much experience with that it's just like one of the things I assume that's gonna happen. But if you've made it this far in the video, you probably really enjoy hearing what I have to say, and that's beautiful. Thank you for being a beautiful human on this beautiful earth. I hope everything that you envision is strong in your mind and in your heart at this time. I hope you journal about it. I hope you sing about it. I hope you write about it. I hope you do whatever you feel inspired to do to make your center, your place, your space in this world the most beautiful space, place, home it could possibly be. You deserve light, you deserve love, you deserve all the things that you desire in your heart. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I look forward to connecting with you more in another video.